Hi again, Adventure Riders, it's Alex from Adventure Newbie Channel and welcome back. Last night I went for a ride and something happened that made me question the modifications I've been doing. So I decided deliberately not to go for the tank protector bars underneath the bike. But last night I went for a ride and it gave me a bit of a shock. I didn't fall off, but it does show on the video where I had the impact of what happened. So in this video, I'm just going to have a look at the pros and cons of those tank bars again and actually show what happens to the fuel tank if we hit it. So let's get into the video. I'm going to show you some bits and pieces about the lane, how it happened, and then the inspection afterwards and what I found on that. Then I'll come back to you at the end and have a little chat about what we need to do about this.
Right, I'm going to try that one in the opposite direction because actually I didn't do it very well the other day when I found it. It was a bit of a surprise. So I'm going to try in the opposite direction and see what it's like, because I sort of stuck the edge a bit, which I probably shouldn't have done. There's a bit sort of nerves of going in the gravel in the middle and trying to brake. That was interesting, so I just hit my foot on the side, so perhaps oh, that was quite tense. Let's have a look at that. That was quite a tricky lane, and let's have a look at what's happened here. So yeah, so it has caught that, but actually that's really good. That's just the looks like a vent one. Everything under here is fine, and I just sort of go back to what I was saying the other day, that if you get a bit of damage, you know, have a good look around everywhere. Don't just look here, but actually look everywhere. Okay, so we've got a bit of an issue there. There is actually, looks like a bolt might have come out from that bit. That could be a bit tricky if that's sheared. So I need to have a look at that and see where it's actually attached into. That probably does mean I need to ride slowly home and just get there. But yeah, that's done what it's meant to do. I'll just pop that back in there for now and see what it does. It's got these rubber lugs. Don't think that's been bent. So yeah, there's a bit of a gouge in the fuel tank there. Wow, okay. I had a look at fuel tanks the other day just out of interest, and they're actually quite expensive to replace. So yeah, I think that is going to be home time after that. I think it's going to need to be unbolted underneath and pushed back in. It'll make it home though. Don't need to cable tie anything there. Yeah, so just have a look a bit further around. Yeah, that's okay. That's all good. That bolt's secure. That's all good. Radiator hose is good. Everything's looking good under here. So it's really just this bit in here which I need to work out what's happened there. See what's going on.
So I had to put a bit of voiceover on this because I didn't turn the microphone on last night, which was irritating. I was trying to get the tank protector relocated with the bung, just pushing the bung back in, but that didn't really work. You have to actually unbolt it and then get the bung back in first. Here's my work companion. She's always out and about with me. So I was looking at the tank and quite a lot of mud collected behind there, but the scrapes are fairly deep. They're probably about a millimetre and a half deep. I don't know the full thickness of the tank, but I probably will find out just to make sure. I don't think it's a critical injury to the tank, but we'll see on that. Putting the tank protector back on, the bungs go back up in this slot, but the best way to do it is to actually loosely attach the bung to the tank protector, slide that up in first, then do the bolts with the bolt under the bash plate first. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find that useful and a little bit informative. It really does sort of bring up the question again of modifications and what we add and how much weight we add. I've been looking at tank protectors and extra bash plates for underneath, but they all seem to add, anything from 6 to 10 kilos to the bike, which is, quite significant. That's a 5% weight increase on the bike weight. So I think we need to think really carefully about what we put on the bike. Now, I was unlucky with that because it was a side impact. I didn't drop the bike, but I suppose if the bike did drop on its side and was still moving, then it could do exactly the same damage on the cosmetic part of the tank protector over the top and the tank itself. We're going to assume that hits come from underneath, but actually this was higher up on the tank where the actual cosmetic tank protector covers the tank. So I'm going to have a look into that and decide whether I do need to spend a bit of money and go down the line of getting some additional protection underneath the bike. There were some great comments in previous videos, and one person commented about all the rocks. And what I find is happening now, I'm riding a bit quicker off-road and I'm doing sort of slightly more challenging terrain and rockier surfaces. There are rocks and bits and pieces flying up now, and I can hear them. And that didn't happen when I first started riding off-road. So it may be that I need to reassess that protection now, and we just take the weight as an extra hit. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to come back with another video at some point. I've ordered a few bits to start protecting other bits and pieces under the bike, which I'm a bit worried about, especially with all the rocks flying around. And hopefully I'll get that video sorted in the next week or two to show you what I've added. So thanks for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Look forward to seeing you again, and ride safe, get those mini adventures, go out and enjoy yourself.